Welcome to the channel, everyone. Well, today working on the 70 Chevy truck. I just got a new part here. This is the transmission hump. They bolt in. You can see there's bolts or bolt holes all the way around. And anybody that knows or has been following me with this truck knows I converted this from a manual transmission to an automatic transmission. So I've got a hole that I'm not using. I could have made a little patch and screwed it down or whatever, but I kind of want a nice new piece with no patches on it. So this is what I'm gonna do. This is a keystone or key parts, something like that. I forget what the brand is. But it's the high hump. They call it the high hump. Your four-wheel drives and your big block trucks would have had the high hump. Your two-wheel drive trucks, two-wheel drive small block trucks would have had the small hump. But since mine is four-wheel drive, it's got the high hump is what they call that. So that's the one I got. I got to cut my hole for the transfer case shifter. But I don't need the hole for the manual transmission anymore, so I've got to get mine. I got to get my hump out, the original one anyway. So I got to pull the seat. You might be able to just peel the carpet back. I doubt it. I'm going to pull the seat because I have to install some seat belts as well. This thing had. Well, there was a seat belt there. I took it out. All it had was the outside seat belts. It didn't have anything on the inside to hook to. Legally, I think 1970, you don't have to have seat belts, but I feel safer with some seat belts, so I'm going to put some seat belts in there. So I got to unbolt the seat, get some help, my dad, and we'll get the seat out, peel it back, try to get that out, and yeah, we'll try to get this new transmission hump in the truck. Well, there it is, guys. Tore the carpet out. And there's the original hump, or transmission tunnel, whatever you want to call it. So, I gotta get the bolts out of that. Someone did a pretty good job. They put all kinds of padding on the floor here. So someone tried to do a nice job. I don't know, they glued everything down. I don't really know if it's necessary to glue everything down like that, but they got a little carpet back there. I might try to fix that. I was gonna try to reuse that carpet, but I think it's junk. I think I'm just gonna toss it. I don't really want to put that back in there. There's the seat. I'm gonna clean that up real good front and back before that goes in. The seat's actually pretty nice, so I'm try to keep that. I've got a new pedal, and I couldn't figure out how in the heck that was installed, but there's just balls. There's balls that go in the sockets, those two sockets. You can see that right there. They just push into those sockets, so I got to clean that up. And all it does is push on that rod right there. So there's no mounting screws or nothing on that gas pedal, which confused me for a while. But yeah, I'm ready to get that tunnel out, so I can make myself a pattern and start cutting on the new one. So there's the transmission hump cover, whatever. There it is out. And I took that and I laid it on top. and I traced out what I need to cut. So you can see right here, you can see where the shifter was actually hitting it. So I might give myself a little more clearance down there, but I moved the cab back and I think I fixed that issue, but I'm going to give it probably a little more clearance. The cover will cover everything, so I'm not too concerned with that. Just give it a little more clearance so we don't hit that. But yeah, I was going to test fit it, see how good it fit, but I can't do that without cutting the hole because I can't get it over the shifter. So I got to cut that hole. I'm not sure how I'm going to cut that hole because I want to make nice rounded edges there. I mean, I can use a cutoff wheel for the straight areas, but I don't know how to get the rounded areas. Maybe my nibbler, I don't know if this might be too thick, maybe not. My nibbler might be able to go around them corners, but we'll see here, I guess. Also, with that cover off, you can see there's all kinds of access to pretty much get to anything on that transmission, which would be nice. It would be nice if you could take this cover off with the seat in there, but I don't think you can do that, because it'd be nice to, if you have trouble with the transmission, to be able to work on it. But yeah, I don't think it's possible to take this off when you got the carpet and the seat in there. Okay, so I got the hole cut. Got a test fit in there, just like normal aftermarket parts. It doesn't fit. Doesn't fit like the OEM panel. I've got a gap right here, pretty big gap. I can stick my whole finger in there. So I'll have to address that. Bolt on that side. Had to force it in. Probably cross-threaded the threads down there. But yeah, and then my shifter's still hitting back here. So I'm gonna have to open this up, give myself a little bit more room there. So I gotta pull this off, massage it a little bit, and then I guess I'll be able to put it back in, because I probably got to throw some paint on that for quick. I'll let that dry for a couple hours probably. Then I'll reinstall this and I gotta start cleaning up. I get my new gas pedal. Well, actually my gas pedal really can't go in there either. You really got to put your flooring down. I didn't order anything, so I kind of got to wait for that. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to fix the wire on this speaker. So I got to kind of redo that because it's working and it won't work. It actually sounds pretty good, so I'm just going to leave it. I know it ain't some fancy system or whatever, but it works, so I'm just going to leave it. I don't listen to music that much anyway. And then probably work on this back panel here, get that cleaned up. So I'm probably just going to do a bunch of cleaning up here while I'm waiting for that to dry, and then we'll get that in there. So I'm going to start cleaning up. Okay, so trying to get some seat belts in the truck here. I bought some universal seat belts that were supposed to bolt in, but you can see I had to make some brackets here to get them to fit. And I actually they had some old seat belts in there that had nowhere to latch, and they look bad anyway. So I cut the bracket off there, welded some of them onto some flat steel, drilled some holes, or some flat stock. It's pretty heavy duty. I'm pretty confident in my weld. I've been welding a long time, so I feel like I'm safe with that. Otherwise, I don't know how else I would have got the seat belts on. They wouldn't have. I never would have got them on. So, yeah, this is taking a lot longer than I thought. I was just going to be able to bolt them seat belts in, but ended up having to make something. I got to clean these up, probably get them painted black, and probably tomorrow I'll have to bolt them in, but I'll show you what it looks like once I get everything in. So these are the universal seat belts, the retractable ones. Not sure they had retractable seat belts in 70. There might have been just a belt that was laying there. Anyway, you can see the mount is flat. It really needed to be like a 45 like this. There was no way. They sent a 90-degree bracket. I ended up using the 90-degree bracket for the two middle seat belts. Anyway, so yeah, I should have some nice seat belts in here once I get it all done. So I gotta get back to work. Alrighty, so I've got it cleaned out in here. I got my transmission cover back on. I put this camper tape on the back side of the around the transmission hump to seal it up. They had some glue stuff, but I think that tape is a lot cleaner. So I've got that in there. I did have to repair that hole there. I drilled it out and put a nutsert or a riv nut or whatever you call that in there. So that's repaired. Got to clean up. I'm going to clean these speakers up. I'm going to clean up the back side of this cab here. And then probably ready to put the seat back in. I got to order either carpet or a mat. I'm leaning towards a mat for what I do with this truck. I want to actually use it a little bit, so I don't want to worry about getting carpet dirty. So a mat might be my best choice. But we'll see here. Seems like I'm forgetting something else that I wanted to do while I was under here, but we'll see. I gotta do a little more cleaning here, get the seat cleaned up while I got it out real good, and we'll be back to driving this thing. So that's pretty much all I can do for now, guys. I got some more heat barrier. I had this before. It's basically where the exhaust runs down the middle of the truck there. So yeah, I got that in there, and yeah, it's pretty much all I can do. I've got I cleaned up the back side of this. This had all kinds of stuff on it. I don't know what it was. It's not the best paint job. There's some scratches, but I cleaned it up anyway, kind of buffed it out. It looks a lot better than it was. And then the cover that covers the gas tank, I vacuumed that off. It's right here. It's actually, they held it on with Velcro, so I'm gonna go get some industrial Velcro, and I'm gonna stick it. They had it stuck on the bottom edge here, and I'm gonna do the same thing, and then I'm gonna put that cover back on the tank there, and then yeah, probably go order a mat, and hopefully that comes in soon. I'll probably have to throw the seat in here to drive it while I wait for the mat to come, but yeah, pretty happy with that, guys. Pretty once I get the mat in there, I'm gonna be happy with this interior for a little while. Probably get you know, an older style radio, and I'll be done in here. So yeah, it looks okay in here. So I'm gonna roll with it for a while. I'm gonna enjoy the truck. So, and I'm gonna have to re-clean my seat. I had it all cleaned up. I had all the dog hair off it, and somebody found it and is using it for a bed. Well, I thought I was done with this video, but you can see I've got some Nice carpet. And some floor mats. Them are actually from my truck, my '09. They fit pretty good. It's just to try to keep the carpet clean. I wasn't expecting to have carpet. Actually, this carpet is not for this truck. It was actually out of Dad's Camaro. He had a full interior in it before we started the full restoration of it. He pulled it out. I guess he said he trimmed it wrong or something, so he's got new carpet. So I pulled this out, I threw it in there, started trimming it up, and I mean, you can see it looks fine in here. I'm not going to win any car shows with it because it is not perfect, but I like it. I really like it. I mean, it just finishes it off, and like I was going to order a mat or something like that, but I'm just going to leave this for now. I'm going to run this. Next time I pull the seat out at some point, I'll get a new mat and put it in there. But I'm real happy with this. I had new door sill plates. I actually don't know why I got those. The other ones are pretty crusty, but I didn't have new carpet or anything to put them on with. But I do now. So I mean, that worked out. That worked out really good. So I don't have a trim ring to go around my shifter. This didn't have one. They don't make them reproduction, so I'm gonna have to try to search or maybe make something. But yeah, no more hole where the 4-speed was, so I'm pretty happy with that. We'll go over to the driver's side. Check that out. This, I mean, it's a whole lot better than this was in here, and you can see it had cigarette burns and everything, and I'm sure that doesn't smell very good, that old carpet. But yeah, you got the driver's side here. You got my seat belts in, which I feel a lot safer with seat belts. I've only got 2. I don't have a middle one, but I'm not gonna have 3 people in here anyway. Just probably me and the dog, or me and Dad. But yeah, new sill plate over here. Like I said, it turned out really nice, I think. This carpet was not made for that floor mounted accelerator pedal, gas pedal. So I had to do some trimming. It doesn't look the greatest there, but again, like I said, I'm not gonna win no car shows, but it's a whole lot better than that cruddy old carpet that was in it. So yeah, guys, this interior for me is done for now. I might get a new one of these there. That looks pretty bad, but other than that, and maybe the radio, I mean, I'm done with this interior for a while. I'm gonna enjoy the truck the way it is. Maybe do a few little things here and there, but I didn't think I was going to take old carpet that was going to be thrown away and turn it into something this nice. I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. I've got a bunch more insulation. I'm curious to see how it sounds. I might have too much insulation because that gas pedal is kind of, now it's buried in the carpet. That's the only thing with the floor mounted gas pedals, is they're really hard to work around carpet and stuff like that. So yeah, got the seat back cleaned up from the dog. So I'm real happy, guys, real happy with this. Turned out real awesome, I think. So I'm gonna get ready to go for a ride. It's pretty nice out, so I'm gonna take this thing out, have some fun, enjoy my fresh carpet and my seat belts. I'll see you guys.